Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai Ba'asham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great stone. And salutations to all you sincere Akim. This is your brother Abawan back again with another video. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai Ba'asham, Racha Kodash. All praises and glory is due. And the title of this video will be The Man of Blood. And it's very telling. Why? Because as you can see, what you have on your screen before you is the first official royal painting of the new quote-unquote king of England, right? King Charles. This is the first painting that was put up, and you have it going viral in certain parts of the internet when they are talking about the way the painting is made, the choice of color, of course, right? And you can clearly see that it has, and it really strikes, it has a certain spirit on it, and that spirit really shows you the type of person or type of man that Esau Edom is, right? Because you have this color, really is the red all around the painting, and then you have his face and his hand and his skin. They're really depicting his color and showing you that this devil is the man of blood, as it is written, right? And that's what this red represents. And you can see, and when you see it, it strikes the legacy of Esau Edom, and especially when we're talking about the English, the English, right, the British, and all the evils and wickedness that they have done all over the earth, and their legacy of oppression against not just the Israelites, as you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, but all the people of this world. So now I want to start by going to the book of Nahum, not Nahum. And this was supposed to flip, but it's not flipping. Man, this is, you have to bear with me. I can have to bear with me. It was supposed to flip, but it's not flipping. Alright, let's try that again. So like I was saying now, we will go to the book of Micah, the second chapter, right? Yeah, Micah 2 verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And that's exactly what Esau Edom has done, right? Exactly what these Edomites have done. And that's what this painting right here that you see really represents. It represents, Esau Edom, how they depict themselves, and also how the world sees them. And the world is seeing you as a man of blood, a man who is only capable of bloodshed. And we already know all the characteristics of Esau Edom. After all, it's not written that they had shed the blood of the children of Israel. That is in the book of Ezekiel, the 35th chapter, right? And they had also not hated blood, because they love the bloodshed, they love the wickedness that they commit upon the earth. So let me play a little bit of this video, because there's actually an excerpt I want to get from this.
Media world, and people are having a lot to say about it. But looking at this picture, this portrait of this new king, you can barely make it out. You can see his face, but everything else is obscured in red. And so that is the question that many have. Why so much red? Why is he engulfed in red? And listen to this video. Have you seen the new portrait of King Charles III? I mean, if this doesn't conjure up bloody massacres and the history of the British Empire, I don't know what does.
And that's it. That's the reason why I made this video, because that is the first thing that comes into your mind when you see this picture. You see the legacy of Esau Edom, the bloodshed, the oppression, the death, and the hell that followed after these devils. And let's continue getting those precepts, because really all we need to do, right, is just to read through what the scriptures say and how the scriptures describe Esau Edom. So this is the book of Ezekiel 35 verse 5. Because thou, okay, let me go to it up a little bit. Ezekiel 35 verse 3, and say unto it, thus saith Adonai Yahweh, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Mount Seir is a people before it's a place, and Mount Seir represents the people of Esau Edom. And now the Most High is speaking against Esau Edom. Ezekiel 35 verse 4, and I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Right, and this that image of King, your quote unquote king Slovakia, because he's no actual king. Charles is an image that rouses up and is basically, and this is basically how Esau Edom operates, right? It's an image that rouses up your mind and shows you of and reminds you of the evil and wicked legacy that Esau Edom has, because truly these devils are proud of the oppression and the hell that they have put on the earth. They are proud of the death and destruction that they have caused on the earth, which is why you have all these monuments and statues to commemorate all those events. The Ark of Titus, right? The different statues that are out there in Babylon the Great and in other parts of Europe to commemorate the oppression and destruction of our people, right? Whether it's that, I think that was even taken down safe. We had this statue of one of these presidents. I've forgotten his name. I think something Lee, or not Robert E. Lee. But I know that his name, the last name was Lee. That president that was in light of the museum, that was always riding that horse, right? You had that statue of that president, where you had the Native American, the Northern Kingdom on one side and the Southern Kingdom on the other side. They were walking in alongside him while he was on horseback. That's like King Solomon said, that I have seen servants on horseback and princes walking upon the earth as servants. And that's one of the pictures that come to mind when you think of that precept. Anyway, continuing on, Ezekiel 35 verse 6, therefore as I live, said Adawan Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Right, and I've read that precept so much, like, and even quote it without actually looking at what it says. But yeah, these devils, they do not hate the blood, they do not hate the blood they shed, and they do not think of they do not hate the blood, they do not hate the blood they shed, and they do not think of it as wicked, right? The blood that they shed. That's why you're not hearing anything about restoration or reparations, right? Or them trying to make right the evils they have done on the earth, because, like I said, they have a sense of pride in their wickedness. They are puffed up in the evils that they have committed, and they are proud of themselves for doing so. So this is the book of Habakkuk. Let me go to okay, so I can listen. It's Habakkuk I wanted to get. Habakkuk 2 verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. And this makes me want to go back to that picture right here, right, to show you what we're talking about. His soul that is in him, that is lifted up in him. Once again, talking about the pride of the wicked, the pride of Esau Edom is not upright in him, but as it is written, the just shall live by his faith. Now let me go back to that, right, because there's still more precepts to bring out. Now Habakkuk 2 verse 5, here also because he transgressed by wine, meaning doctrine and philosophy, not the actual drink of wine. Habakkuk 2 verse 5, yea also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And that's exactly what Esau Edom has done. But the main point I actually wanted to get is that he's a proud man, right? His soul lifted upright, his soul is lifted up, neither keepeth at home, but he enlargeth his desire. Kind of like how the British Empire did, constantly looking at, they were constantly taking over and conquering and colonizing different parts of the world to the point where they infamously said that the sun will never set on the British Empire, and it shows you the mindset of Esau Edom. Right, these devils, their greed cannot be satisfied, their need for control and power and their pride is something that is just infinite. As what the scriptures say, they are like death. It cannot be satisfied. It just keeps on taking and taking and taking and taking, and leaves every situation and every people worse than when they found it. And that is that's basically what the wicked is. Okay, so let's continue back to this and continue playing this video.
Charles III. I mean, if this doesn't conjure up bloody massacres and the history of the British Empire, I don't know what does. The artist, his name is Jonathan Yeo, he said he wanted to really capture the new king and who he is as a person. This is the first official painted portrait of King Charles III. Camilla says, "Oh, you really got him. It looks just like him." Are you kidding? There's a butterfly on Charles's shoulder because he is a long-time environment.
So that's basically all I wanted to get from that, and that is once again, right, showing you the and really what this image does is it captures the depiction of these devils accurately. Man of blood, right? Because not only are they not afraid to shed blood, but shedding blood is how they are taking over and control and rule the people. Shedding blood is all they can do: oppress and destroy. This is the power that was put, or this is the power that was given to Esau Edom by the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, whose blessing is the sword. And that's all they can do: continuously conquer and conquer and conquer. And I find it ironic that this picture had to be taken of the King of England, right? Because the English, right, the British, through the 15th, no, the 16th century all the way up till now, they exemplify Esau Edom the most. The perfect thing. Like I just read in the book of Habakkuk, he enlarged his desire as hell, and his as death they cannot be satisfied. But he heaped unto him all nations, and gathereth unto him all people, and all for what? To oppress and to rule over them, to try to force their hand and to force control over them, because that's ultimately Esau Edom's goal: control, 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 power, power, power. He wants to be the one in control over the affairs of all the people on the earth, right? And the earth itself. And of course, also he knows that we as the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians stand against him as an enemy and adversary, which is why that hatred which is where that hatred comes into play and why that hatred exists. And that's why these devils are looking to take us out as a people, wipe us out as a people, right? And you can go to Psalms 83rd chapter to get confirmation on that, showing you that these devils are looking to destroy our people, to cut us off from being a nation as it is written, so that they can have rule over the earth, because they know, and I've done videos on this before. This is going to be probably my third video on this week, that we are going to rule in this kingdom next. So with that, I'll end the video right there. Once again, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Basham Yahshai, Basham Rakakwadash, Wa Abad Babal, Shalom.